Hello, everybody. Welcome. Who's this psychic investigator? So, hello, guys. It's Sunday, February 15th from Rio, Brazil, and I am here. It's carnival. I've been very quiet at carnival. Not everybody goes to do, go on the street to do the carnival. There's the different, Rio is known for the large scale carnival parade that's on TV, and it's really expensive to get to with the samba schools in their costumes. But it's a long. I've been there once. It's a lot of work to get there, and it's exhausting. I'm not going. And there's the street um parades, but you have to know exactly where you're going. And again, it's a lot of work, I feel like. And I've done this before. So it's not huge. It's not at top of my list, but just so you know, everything is okay. It's also a big holiday time. So, for example, the office I go to, my little office there is going to be closed for pretty much 5 days because that's the weekends and Monday and Tuesday. Everything comes back on Wednesday. Ho no, Ash Wednesday. I was going to say Holy. I was like, no, not Holy Friday. No, it's Ash Wednesday. So, and that's supposed to the origins of it, right? It's that you party before Lent comes, which starts on Ash Wednesday. Anyway, so that's the story. But I started to do a different video and then I stopped. And then because you know how sometimes you really want to do you kind of like, I would like to do this, but it's like, oh no, but that's not the most pressing thing. So then it came, like the reality is like you stick to what you want to do or what comes to you, what feels important. And because I haven't done videos in a while, it feels like I want to do something that is just not too much information, right? Like just a kind of a single topic kind of thing. So, what I want to know about is this eclipse that's coming on Tuesday, the 17th. And I I talked to someone who knows a lot about astrology. She says she's ever since we've been talking about Trump leaving and such, she's always thought that this was such a big date, and that after that things are likely to be very bad for them, and that she saw him leaving. I mean, it wasn't exactly how she said. It's not she saw the possibility of him leaving is much more concrete once this date comes. Okay, so here we are, the 17th. And so that's the story. Oh, I want to say also before I forget, not I forgot, before I get into the topic, I want to say send a message from Karina because Karina and I were supposed to do videos on Fridays, right? But last time we did a video, it was on Tuesday, and she already had but she was coughing, and her voice wasn't that great. But ever since Tuesday, she's gotten worse because she got that virus that I had before I came here in December. Well, it really affected me, and I think it's affecting her a lot. Her voice, she can't use her voice, and she's really truly resting because it could be intense if you get that virus. Okay, so that's why we haven't done a video together. And as soon as she gets better, we'll do a video, right? She can't really like talk really like for an extended period. I know it happened to me, so it can be very intense. It's the virus going around. I think it's called Bryce the virus, something like that. So anyway, sending her energy. But now going back to the topic of this whole, it's like even her getting like there's something it feels like shaking now. I wasn't really excited about everything. I still am, like in the sense of things moving along. But it feels like again this energy is so intense can kind of like hit you too. I was busy doing like these other things. I couldn't make a videos, but and it feels like so long, right? It's been 3 days, but it feels longer than that. But anyway, I will just look into it and to see what's going to happen. Okay. And the less of the protection, I'd like to ask for protection. A beautiful ray of light coming on top of my head as I breathe in. I feel my lungs as I breathe out. I create a circle, step into it, step into it. I feel protected. I feel connected. I like to ask that information come only from the highest sources. that I create the good and honor the good, and so it is. All right. So what is the meaning of this um eclipse? What is okay, let's just remove this one, just keep that. All right, so what does it mean? What is going on here? So it showed me this image of Earth, the way the Earth is orbiting, is turning, and then it shows me like at the bottom of the Earth, like this centrifugal force sucking in the old era, and as it gets sucked in, then the energy of the old era gets sucked in, then the energy of the new era expands a lot, and the people and events associated with the old era get kind of weakened, right? Massively weakened. And then it shows me now like they kind of collapse as if it was a theater, as if it were a theater, really. Like as if the things that we have been living are just theater plays, and it's over. So that's kind of interesting. By the way, guys, I got this. It's showing probably like at the crystal store. This is a really good stone for psychic protection, black tourmaline. It's a pyrite. Okay, so anyway, I don't know what I said. I really actually felt it. I haven't. This is the first video I make with these things on, and I feel the protection. I really do, because we need it at this moment. So tell me more. What's going on? It always shows me the shakeup, but it's interesting that in a weird way, it doesn't feel. It's saying it doesn't feel explosive necessarily. More like the last hurrah, like not the last sucking energy away. Like it's like the explosions. Why does it not feel? What is it? What do you mean by not explosive? It feels like a big shift that people who haven't prepared for it are not ready for it, and it just drags them down very quickly. It's saying big shifts very quickly. Okay, so let's go to the questions about this country, the politics of this country, and all that. Okay, all right. So let's go to the question: how will the February 17th eclipse affect the USA? So it's interesting, it gives me this very, say abstract image, but this, the card, actually I have it here, Lenormand has a card called the Scythe. Oh, here it is. See, it's exactly that. And so it shows, because the guy, isn't it interesting sometimes how the symbolism and the ease of the language, the visual language comes in the vision. So it shows me the scythe, and then people walking through this field to sort of representing people standing up and protesting the administration. And it shows that the administration was using the scythe to harm people, to affect people in that way. But now with this eclipse, this scythe harms them and affects them, touches them, the administration, that is. So the force that is used against the population now turns against the administration, almost as if the force of nature now redirects this. Okay, so that's interesting. That's interesting. Okay. All right. So let's go to the next question. So how will the eclipse of February 17th affect the Trump administration? So interesting. It shows me them in a ship that looks like the Titanic, and it's going sideways, and if you see the images of the ships and there's like a accident about to happen, they're going from one side to the next, one side, and then things finally turn upside down. Okay, so that means it will turn upside down. Is that what it does mean? Yes, it will. It's already upside down. So it's saying they are already upside down, but they are not. What is the word? It's not. It's not that it's not harming them. Like things are already chaotic, but finally it comes and it hits them. It's similar to I guess what I had said earlier just now, that the chaos they create now affects them in the way that they cannot escape it. So that makes sense to me, actually. So, how will this eclipse affect Trump and his ability to stay in power? Okay, so how will interesting. I see him shaking. This very consistent image of this thing, like a earthquake of some sort, and then he's holding on, but then he starts to hold on to prison bars. He's stuck. It's wow. It's saying that again the message in the image is that he is like he's experiencing that poison that he has spread onto the world. It's finally affected him, and so the chaos is now harming him, and everything he created is now affected and harmed. Let's see what card fell. Child in the beginning. Is that the child? Oh, child, right? What does that mean? Huh? We know what that means. Answer about the child. Network or group of people, organization. This could actually mean SEX. Okay, that's it. So more of the information about him and the children comes out. Okay, so this is key. Something important about the children. And this means health, but it also means organization. And I've learned from the experience that the hard card can mean SEX as well. So, okay, the snakes of this organization. Saying people will talk, Rosie. And it's true that there are videos of him and them, and it will come out sooner or later. Interesting. So I have a question. Are we close to the moment when the information about EPS and Trump? I mean, we have plenty, but do we have the smoking gun? Right? Is it going to come out? Because we don't have not seen anything. Is it going to come out or what? And how? What's happening after the 17th? Well, I see that Trump is like laying down, like sitting kind of here in some kind of like sit chair or bed or whatever. And he's like, it has come out. The light has come, like almost the Holy Spirit has come above him and show the truth. All right, show the truth to the world. So, why does it feel like when I see in these visions now that Trump feels like he's stuck and like he's fading, but also like he's already in prison or something? Why do I feel that? Because it's saying that is like the fate, or there's the, how do I say this? So tell me, explain to me, is me. This is what is going to happen. This is a truth. There's the facade, there is a distraction. The truth is he's been caught. It's a matter of time that this thing collapses. All the efforts they have made will collapse. So interesting. So Spirit, what advice do you have for us? And I see the image of Dr. King talk about the mountaintop, and he's at the mountaintop. He's in the mountaintop. And in the mountaintop, there's no trash, and that's what you have to focus on. You have to put your energy into seeing things as not exactly as you wish them to be, but as they really are, in the sense of faith, right? Faith and truth. You cannot give more of your energy to this thing, to this event, because the world is turning. The world is turning towards that direction. So, very interesting. So, wow, okay. So, all right. So, any messages? So, it's saying it shows me interesting the image of the Holy Spirit that I put in office. The Holy Spirit is here, and focus on that. I was gonna grab a crystal that I have, but I put it in my on my other little desk over there. Focus on the image of things as they are, the truth and the essence. That is what we're moving towards, moving away from the illusion and towards truth. Okay? All right, so I'm going to go for now and then come back with more topics that are more concrete. Okay, I'm sorry. I guess I'm used to using or to looking at things at the facts or news and such, but it's just an overall pattern. Okay? All right, but before I go, I have a question. No, I do have a question. Why? Okay, what is the question here that I have? Why does it feel unsettled? What is this energy that I'm picking up here? The energy of transition. It's saying it's a shift from one energy to another different energy. And it is a shift towards people having greater power than they do. So there is a bump. It's the feeling of a bump on the road. So, okay. All right. So let's go for the now. I'll go for the now. All right. Okay. Talk to you in another video soon.